In this video, you will find a clear framework and script that can help you work on your assertive communication, help you understand the difference between aggressive, non-assertive, and assertive behaviors, and end with a challenge as I always do. If you have ever walked out of a meeting thinking, why didn't I speak up? Then this video is for you. You're not too quiet, you're not too kind, you're just not using assertive communication. And you know it that it's silently wrecking you, your leadership, and your team's output. Let's fix that today with psychology behind the assertive communication which great leaders use. Hi, I'm Altaf, and if you're new to this channel, then I have been training people for 17 years on topics like this. And through this channel, I want to share all of these insights with you so you can apply it in your own leadership journey. Most leaders think that being assertive means being aggressive. It doesn't. In fact, 3 out of 5 leaders admit that they avoid having difficult conversations, not because they lack the solution, but because they fear confrontation. And this is because they confuse being assertive with being aggressive. There are 3 styles that come up in this discussion. Basically 3 ways in which people show up. Being non-assertive, you stay quiet, avoid tension, but you get overlooked, overworked, and resentful. When you're aggressive, you dominate, you interrupt, you use force. You also create fear, resistance, and disconnection. Assertive is when you speak clear, calmly, with respect. You build trust, credibility, and real influence. Leadership without assertiveness is not leadership at all. It's either a people-pleasing job title or it would be known synonym to something as a tyrant. But here's a twist and good news for you. Assertiveness is a skill. It's not a personality trait. So if you ever said, I'm just not that kind of a person, let me show you you were wrong, because this can be learned. So let me tell you about Assertiveness Framework. Clarify what you want before the conversation. Assertiveness starts before you even start speaking. It starts in the mind. Before a meeting, ask yourself, what's the ideal outcome that I want from this conversation? What am I absolutely not okay with? And what is the minimum I will accept? What is basically the point where you will say, okay, that's good enough. Use this mental script. In this conversation, I want to communicate X, I want to achieve X, and I want to make sure X is understood clearly. Basically, I want to communicate that current deadline isn't realistic, I want to negotiate more time, I want to make sure my team's bandwidth is respected. Practice saying this out loud in one clear sentence. At the end of this meeting, I'd like to shift this deadline to next week to protect my team's capacity and avoid leading them to a burnout. Use this D.E.S.C script framework for assertive communication, which means describe the situation, express your feelings, specify what you need, and consequences of not changing. Let's talk about each one of them. Let's see how you can use this framework and create assertive sentences. When I get last-minute changes, I feel frustrated and rushed. I need to receive feedback at least 24 hours in advance, or I will have to delay the delivery. Clear, direct, and assertive. There's a document in the description which will help you have more views on D.E.S.C examples. Step 2, drop apologies and pick up ownership. How often do you start your sentences with, sorry, but can you repeat that? Sorry, but I'll need to think about it. Stop that. Stop that right now. It's hurting you. You just don't know it. From today, sorry, can I just add something? Becomes, I like to add a point here. Sorry, I can't take that on becomes, I don't have the capacity for this right now. Assertive communication is not rudeness. It's respect for yourself and for others around you. Train your brain to speak in declarative, not diminishing language, and train yourself to replace an apology with clarity. There are 10 more such examples available in the guide mentioned in the description to get you started. If you like to subscribe to the newsletter, you can, but to download this particular thing, you don't really need to sign up. Step 3 may sound ironic, but get comfortable with discomfort. You see, assertiveness will feel awkward at start. There will be a silence after you speak, tension in the air. Someone will think you will give more information. Don't. Hold it, don't fill it. Don't rush to justify. Just hold the space. Silence after an assertive sentence isn't rejection. It's a space created which is required for others to reflect. Great leaders know if you can't sit in discomfort, you cannot grow. When Satya Nadella became the CEO of Microsoft, he inherited a culture driven by competition, ego, and aggressive communication. But Nadella led with calm, assertive communication. He challenges the entire executive team clearly and respectfully. His mindset wasn't to be aggressive with the team, but to be assertive. His internal communication was clear. Don't be a know-it-all, be it a learn-it-all. Success today requires the courage to learn and adapt. This approach was pivotal in transforming Microsoft's culture, leading them back towards innovation. Nadella didn't yell. He didn't apologize. He led with clarity and confidence. That's the power of assertive leadership. All right, here's your leadership challenge. Write down one person, one conversation, or a meeting where you feel you have been consistently passive. Draft out a sentence that you can use using the D.E.S.C script. Practice it out loud in front of a mirror, friend, or even with ChatGPT if you want. And in your next meeting, say one thing with assertiveness. Just one. No apologies, no rambling, just clear, direct communication. Remember, assertiveness isn't about getting louder, it's about getting clearer. And clear leaders get heard. If you enjoy getting more such nudges and tips into your inbox, you can sign up for my newsletter in the link below or subscribe to the channel to ensure you never miss out on any other nudge like this, which can transform you. Super thanks to all those who have joined this transformation journey with me recently, and I hope I'm giving you great value. Leave me a comment on what all areas you feel you want me to cover, and thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.